So we brought ourselves over to the beach here because we needed some time to unwind. It has been a pretty tough morning and a fairly tough afternoon yesterday. We left Foxtown yesterday kind of late morning. We had a glorious sail for the first couple of hours, mostly sort of a downwind and then, a little bit on the beam there for a while. And it was awesome. We had tons and tons of fun. Right up until the line of squalls. We did not practice the reef early, reef often advice that you hear over and over and over again. And the first squall passed right over top of us with almost no wind at all. And it was totally fine. The second squall, less so. It went from 6-7 knots of wind to 26 knots of wind, like that. In the blink of an eye, it was exceptionally windy. We heeled over very hard when the wind hit us because we were under full sail at the time. And we ended up having to turn, and we kind of ran downwind with it just a little bit for like less than 10 minutes before the squall passed over. There was some lightning that was exceptionally close to us, like zero gap between the lightning and the thunder. Kind of scared us a little bit, but the second squall was pretty much over by that point. We turned a little bit, saw that there was a third squall coming, and decided to drop sail and motor into this anchorage. The second squall and the lightning was basically right over this anchorage. It was very, very difficult to see where we were trying to go to for, 10 minutes or so. Anyway, the aftermath, we got in here, we got anchored.
It's pretty sandy under us right now.
Had a little trouble with that. It's a fairly grassy bottom here at Powell Key in this little inlet, or little bay, I guess. Had some troubles with the anchoring. Got that all sorted out by diving on it and digging it down myself. And then in the aftermath of everything, I found some little bits of something that I couldn't identify on the deck. So I started doing a rigging and running rigging and otherwise inspection, and it looks like it blew hard enough, fast enough yesterday that somehow we managed to, it looks like, blow a car straight out through the side of our Tides Marine fancy schmancy mainsail track. And we also somehow managed to break the aftmost, 3 of the aftmost boom cars as well. I wish I could say that we had like a massive crash jibe something or other that caused all this damage, but we didn't. So we're not really too sure what the hell we're going to do about that. Between those two things, it kind of puts us in a position where we are down a mainsail. We can't raise the mainsail at all. We tried it last night when it went nice and calm, and the cars just squirted out the broken spot in the track. Once the head car goes past, which is slightly longer, then every other car just squirts out the side of the channel right where the hole is. So we're not really too sure what in the heck we're going to do about it. We're trying to decide about whether we need to continue on and maybe find repair parts if possible in Marsh Harbor. We've really been dreaming for years and months and years to try and get to Green Turtle Key. It was really one of the main places we really wanted to get to. There's a chance we might go over there for a week or so and then turn around and head back to the States. This was always sort of a last minute, right at the end of the season, hurricane season starting up pretty much every day now. It was always meant to be a fairly short trip to the Abacos. Obviously we would have preferred to have a mainsail to get home. So we're trying to decide what in the heck the plan is. We still got a bunch of research. I need to talk to Tides Marine, need to talk to some places in Marsh Harbor, find out about parts and pieces. not too sure what else to say beyond that. It was a pretty devastating evening, and everybody was in a pretty foul mood this morning, trying to reconcile with the loss of our mainsail now. This is kind of a big one. It's not insanely expensive to fix it, but I don't even want to know what shipping and VAT and whatever else is to get it to the Bahamas, so I don't think that's going to be an option. I think that's a get back to the States and then sort it out type thing. The Tides Marine track is clipped, for lack of a better explanation, into the stock mainsail track on the back of the mast. There's a chance maybe we can get some cars that are the appropriate size for that track, and switch to that, take the Tides track down. There's a possibility that maybe we can hack a section of the Tides track out. I don't know. There's a bunch of thinking. There's a bunch of thinking and research and otherwise to do. So I'm gonna leave you there because we are exceptionally hungry and due to head back to the boat and make some dinner. So stick with us, and we will tell you what the outcome of this particular breakdown / disaster / lowest low. I've heard it a million times on all the YouTube channels we've watched. Sailing is the highest highs and the lowest lows, and it is also repairing your boat in exotic places. So welcome to exotic places. Alright, so Arya has been asking and asking and asking and asking over and over and over again for me to set up one of our hammocks. So today, before she woke up, I rigged this in. Okay.
Hello.
There's a crazy little hammock girl.
I'm in a cocoon.
It's called a chrysalis. You're gonna turn into a butterfly.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a butterfly.
It stayed pretty windy for the whole rest of that day, so we didn't really do too much else. Until...
Well, we just had a nice surprise. Christmas, as they called it. We were eating dinner and watching a show, and we got a knock on the hall, and someone asking if we were hanging out in the Bahamas for a little bit longer. We are. So anyway, they gave us all their meat that they don't want to take back to the States with them. So that's what's in, and a bag. That's what's in here. So, oh my goodness, like a Costco size. Some chicken wings.
Mega chicken wings.
Which we've all been craving, but we're just so cheap that we haven't treated ourselves.
Well, they didn't have any in Foxtown or in...
No.
Well, we didn't really grocery shop. We didn't really grocery shop in West End or West Palm on the way out.
No. Lamb? Oh my gosh. What is this? A rack of lamb. Like chicken thighs? Maybe chicken breasts? It's a good sized bag. And not
what
one,
is that?
not two,
What?
3 packages of bacon.
And like the thick cut, yummy looking stuff too. So we're having bacon for lunch, breakfast, and dinner tomorrow?
No, we need to savor it. And then they gave us ice too, which we don't need, but.
Well, I'm having a drink. I gotta put this camera down and having a drink.
Oh, what lovely people. That was so nice of them. We hadn't even talked to them yet.
Yeah, they just pulled in the other day, and it's been kind of windy, and we had never even had a chance to chat with them yet, and they just turned up and said,
Yeah.
"Which way are you going? Want some food?"
Yeah. That's so awesome.
That's so cool.
Thank you, strangers.
Yes, absolutely love the cruising community.
Yeah.
Not just because of free food, just in general.
No, everyone's that nice. Yay! Cool. That made my day. So Arya and I came over to the beach that we were at the other day. Matt's ear is really bothering him, so he decided to stay at the boat for a little bit and just chill out and have a nap or something. Yeah, but me and Arya are making the best of the now not windy weather, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun at the beach for this afternoon.
Swimming with a shark.
That was pretty cool, eh?
Well, with that, our first time in the water with sharks, even if they were nurse sharks.
Little baby harmless things.
Little tiny guys. With that, we are going to wrap up this episode right here.
Yeah.
It is looking good tomorrow for us to be able to hopefully sail with just the head sail to Green Turtle Key. I will do a little more research on that problem, and we will get back to you with what the solution is.
Yeah.
So we will see you next week on our way to Green Turtle.
Yeah.
We just want to take a moment, as usual, and thank our patrons, commenters, likers, subscribers, everyone that has been tuning in, and an extra special thank you to the names that you are seeing on screen now for going the extra mile to make sure that these episodes continue to be able to be created and get better and better. Thank you so much.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.